Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're gonna be doing a part 2 to my little ScentSplit sampling series because I'm really trying to work against all the blind buying propaganda going around in my live chats. I always recommend sampling fragrances before buying full-size bottles. Blind buying is risky. It's a very fast way to drain your bank account. So the best thing you can possibly do to really curate and refine your taste in fragrances, especially if you're just starting out, is with samples. So I have some more samples that I got from ScentSplit and we're gonna go through them together. It's really the best way to discover new fragrances. And so if there's anything that I talk about today that piques your interest, it will be linked in the description down below, and you can save 10% off of the whole ScentSplit website, I believe, with the code Erica10. And they do also offer full-size bottles. We're gonna pop her open and see what's in here. I'm excited. You know, it's very fun for me, especially just as a true fragrance addict, to do stuff like this, to just blindly discover new fragrances. There's a lot. And what I love about ScentSplit as well is that they offer so many different sizes. So all of the ones that I have in here are their 2 mls, but I believe they also offer like 9 mls, 5 mls, and then once again, the full size bottles. It's great to order a bunch of 2 mls, you can discover new things, and then I would recommend at least a 5 ml and wear it fully before you decide to buy a full-size bottle. Okay, I'm just doing a blind grab in here, and the first one that I got my hands on is so funny. So we're gonna start off with, it's called Dulu from Oddity. Now we did smell a fragrance from Oddity in the last video that we did. So let's see what this is gonna be all about. I love the name. Guys, I'm such a sucker for marketing Dulu because I am very Dulu. I don't think I've related to a fragrance more than this one. Also, the ScentSplit samples are really the best that I've tried just because they're very high quality. The atomizers are fantastic and they are 100% leak proof. These are not going to bust open and leak everywhere. And I mentioned this in the last video, I love the labels because it's very clear what the name is, what the brand is. You're not going to get it confused with anything else. Wow, ooh, that's citrusy. That's really citrusy. Oh no, I don't know if it's gonna be different on skin, but that's the problem with sampling a bunch of stuff. I can't just dive straight onto skin because what if I find something I like better? This is kind of giving cleaner vibes on top, but there's something interesting about it underneath. Like there's more fruitiness, but the top is very like limonelle, very like, I don't even know what cleaning product, but very citrusy in a synthetic way that I don't love. So imagine that because I'm such a sucker for marketing, I would have blind bought Dulu and would have been tragically disappointed. We're gonna let this one dry. It might change, but that opening is very cleaning product-esque. So I got a lot of samples from this, I believe it's a Chinese house called Jijid. Really, no way that I say it is going to be correct, but this fragrance is called Jean Yu. Hopefully it's better than Dulu. Ooh, much better than Dulu. That's very pleasant. Ooh, that's also very citrusy, but not so like lemony. It's more kind of orangey, but there's something a little bit sharp about it, I will say. It kind of has this tea vibe. Not really exactly sure what it is, but ooh, it's like a very invigorating scent. Like, ooh, like it makes you wake up when you smell it. It's like stronger than a cup of coffee, but it's interesting because it also feels kind of calming too. So weird how fragrances can create all these emotions inside of you. I will say, I've never tried anything from this house, but this is also, I don't know, it's just like some brands, I guess, have a hard time doing like a really dominant citrus fragrance. This is also not my favorite, but better. It's kind of sparkling, effervescent. Oh no, I hope we can find something that I love. All right, this is a different brand as well. This is called Stand Out from Bruno Perui Perfumes. Don't think I've ever tried anything from them as well. Let's see, fingers crossed. I think I'm spraying way too much. It's a bit excessive. Whoa, I don't know why my brain was just expecting a citrus fragrance. This is a really interesting mix of different things. It's very fresh. I get some very strong kind of like outdoorsy mintiness, like in a super, super bright way. But at the same time, there's something dark about it, like kind of boozy and sweet. Like my first thought was gourmand-ish, like semi-gourmand. That's a really interesting combination. It's definitely masculine, but kind of woody, spicy. I like that contrast. I don't think it's gonna be for everyone, but this is one that would be worth sampling. If you like boozy fragrances, but you want to try something very different, Stand Out from Bruno Perui Perfumes. Minty, cognac-y. Cognac-y. I'm very good with my descriptive words, obviously. This is just so different. I'm really liking it. Wow, as it's drying, it's getting boozier. Ooh, that's really nice. I'm gonna keep testing this one. So far, this is the favorite. All right. You see my face going through this box. This one has a very weird name too. Now, I'm gonna butcher this brand name, but Lentropiste. Lentropiste. Yeah. Dorian's Spleen. Well, here goes nothing. I need to stop spraying this so many times. Like, why? Whew, whew, whoa, whoa, that is, whoa. That is smoky. Okay, this is nice too. This is kind of giving more oriental, more challenging, like coffee break vibes from Xerjoff. Definitely coffee. Kind of like smoky in that kind of cafe way, but spicy too. I'm just getting a lot of coffee and spice, but it's not like a super like bitter coffee. It's more smoky than bitter. Ooh, for the colder weather, I think this would be really nice. Maybe also something a bit boozy about this, but it's really more coffee. Kind of metallic. It's really different. This is definitely a very niche interpretation of like a dark, smoky, exotic coffee scent, but definitely something worth trying if you want something a bit daring. It's getting kind of weird as it dries. It's like getting more metallic. Ooh, okay. I think my thoughts might change on this one. We need to come back to. We need to give this one a couple minutes. I might end up hating that in the end, actually. The opening was nice, but it started to get a little funky, I feel like this sampling session might be a fail. Okay, so this is back from the last brand, Lentropiste, Blanca. I like that one. That's very clean, powdery, clean and powdery. Maybe a little bit of a soft floral vibe, like a pink flower, peony vibe. Wow, that's definitely the most mass appealing out of any of them that we've tried. This is a classy scent. Things are going in the right direction now. Hopefully it stays that way. We have another one from that Gigide. It's called Groano. I'm a little scared, I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh my God. What in the world is this? This is so weird. What is in this ScentSplit box? I need to look up the notes in this, 1 second. This might be the weirdest, strangest note breakdown I've ever tried. Guys, the notes in this. Cookie dough, a soil tincture. It's definitely very like dirty smelling with vetiver, bread, grass, mint, and lemon. It's so odd. Oh my God. It just smells like you popped open a tin of cookie dough, put it in the grass, it rained, and then the next day it's like baking in the sun. That's so odd. That is really, I mean, I'm happy that I'm getting to try it, you know? It's fun to try things that you don't like too, you know? I mean, not that I would ever blind buy a scent with the notes of soil and cookie dough in them, but it's nice to explore the world of artistic niche perfumery, and going through ScentSplit is the safest way, but whew, wow, that kind of like offended my nose. Wow. But I just think it's a lot of fun. I like filming this type of video that's very casual, where you guys can see like a live reaction to trying new fragrances. So thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a comment down below if you like this type of series. And remember, everything that I talked about today will be linked in the description down below. Please get a sample before blind buying anything. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.